Yes guys, how is it going? Welcome back to the SOL YouTube channel, welcome back to the United Kingdom, and welcome back to my living room. Now, as we speak, Stuart from SB Race Engineering is on his way down here in his BMW M4 competition, where he is going to be collecting me and taking me to SB Race Engineering, where my Lamborghini Murcielago has been for the last 7 days. I will explain more as to why that car has been there for the last 7 days, and I want to get Barry and Stuart's expert opinion on what to do with the paint situation, seeing as they have now seen and assessed what is going on with the half satin, half gloss, minus the lacquer paint job on my Lamborghini. I want to know what they've got to say, what they think I should do, whether I go back to black or whether I go to white. There are probably two opinions that I want in this case, but also today I'm hopefully going to be having 2 phone calls. So this vlog is going to span from hopefully around 8 o'clock this morning to maybe 8 PM tonight. And by tonight, I will probably have an answer as to when the car is going to be resprayed and how close we are at getting a full restoration. This isn't an M4 competition. We'll find out why Stuart's driving this car in a bit. But first, McDonald's breakfast.
And can I have a bacon and egg muffin meal with a cappuccino, please?
Would you like to explain what this is a runaround now? So this is a new acquiring.
My 330 diesel runaround, or the SB runaround, I should say, slash hire car.
You should wrap it in black and get the SB logos on it, like Barry's van.
But I was sick and tired of moving engines in the boot of my M4, so we thought this would be probably a bit more practical, since Barry uses the van all the time.
Yeah. Well, we have literally just stopped off at McDonald's, and we are now pulling into the industrial estate where SB is. And I'm looking forward to seeing my car. It was the first time that you had seen my patchwork paint job. What did you think? I mean, I had warned you before.
Oh yeah, we've known about it. I mean, these things happen, don't they?
Yeah.
It's not great. Hopefully get it sorted out soon.
Well, we've got a massive truck on the way, which is going to block you pulling in.
I know, he's
Have you got any, look, there's the SB truck. Van and minivan. You should definitely wrap this black with those logos on it. Have you got any expert advice on the paint job on my car, like what colour you think I should go?
If it was me, I'd go back to its original spec, how it left the factory.
Yeah.
You know, it'll keep the value in the car. It's got to be the way to go, I think.
Yeah. The more
I do quite like. I liked it in the white.
I like it.
That's
I think it's
the
a nice
thing,
spec.
but
I think the thing is that because we're seeing it in the white with the red calipers and stuff, that's what our brains are going. It does look nice, but I think taking it back to factory, keeping the wheels and the brake calipers as they are, when it comes out looking completely fresh, I think a lot of people are going to be like.
You saw the black Versace one we had.
Oh, it's so smart.
Nice,
all blacked out. It's very smart.
Nice.
So let's go inside, annoy Barry, and get my car. I collected this car at Dub Customs now 2 Tuesdays ago, and literally parked it up and left it for 3 or 4 days. And in that time, it was sub-0 degrees, it was snowing, which I think might have had something to do with the fact that when I went to start the car just before I went to America, that the battery was flat. Is it heavy? No. How do I pick it up? I can't even pick it up.
Go to the back handle, lift up. Come on, you go to the gym, Paul.
Oh, it's clipped. So this is the... Oh, Jesus, that is actually quite heavy. Oh, no. I'm leaving that there. So that's the size of the battery that powers all of the electrics, which in a 10-year-old Lamborghini are suspect at best anyway. And it's that big. So this is quite an old unit.
It's quite an old battery now as well.
It is old. Yeah. So that is why the car is here. Oh, there's always something special hiding here. I think I filmed this the last time that I was here. This is a special car. I actually like the colour. It might work on the Murcielago.
So this one's going back to its original colour, which is that.
Yeah, hold on. SE30.
Yeah.
So that has been sprayed in its lifetime.
Yeah, no, it's done really nicely. To get his nice job. It's restored. Many years ago, the guy wanted it yellow.
So he bought an SE30 but then wanted it yellow?
Yeah.
So so cars do get resprayed and have colour changes over time.
Yeah.
Why would you change the original? So that's going to go back to factory.
That's going to go back to factory.
And then will it be worth the same as that for having a respray?
Yeah, we'll be back. It'll be restored. I mean, similar thing to the Ferrari there. That Ferrari came to us, it was red. But it was originally orange from the factory.
And now it's going back.
And the classic cars go up in value. Obviously, being original counts, years to come.
Yeah.
That car being its proper colour, original factory colour.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know then. If they've got Diablos here, the predecessor to my Murcielago, there we go, Stuart and Barry think that I should go back to black, and I'm definitely leaning towards that. Gonna take this home now. I've got 2 phone calls to make, and then hopefully by the end of this vlog, we will know exactly the situation with this car, even when it might be going in for a respray, and also to what extent the restoration is going to happen. So, guys, thank you very much for changing the battery on my car. Now that it is ready to drive home, let's start this beast up and get it home. This weather is making the day just that much better. You know when you go on holiday and you're leaving and the pilot tells you what the weather is like in the UK and you instantly get depressed about returning because you're coming from a hot, sunny place, and the pilot goes, temperatures back in London Heathrow are grey cloud and -2 degrees. You instantly just get that sinking feeling in your stomach. That's exactly what I had when I boarded the plane at Phoenix. When the pilot goes, it's approximately 0 degrees in the UK, and when we land it should be grey clouds and a little bit of rain. And I was like, why am I leaving this desert? But blue sky and sunshine to collect my Lamborghini is making this day even better, and I am completely forgetting about how the exterior looks, and I'm just enjoying what it is like to be back behind the wheel of this car once again. And for the time that I've owned this thing, I haven't driven it nearly as much as I hoped, and that is one thing that I really want to change. Having this work done to the car and bringing it back is going to be awesome. So spraying it black, PPFing it so that it eternally captures the fresh paintwork on the car is going to be incredible, because then I can rewrap it whatever colour I want. Black is the perfect colour to wrap over, and it's already got the PPF. So I could leave it standard or rewrap it. I've got the choice, and to be able to do that and have things ready in time for the spring and the summer, where we're going to have weather like this, but it's going to be that little bit warmer, is truly going to be epic. But massive thank you to the guys at SB. They're always super helpful and always super knowledgeable about anything that goes wrong in the car. And because I was away, they came and collected the car and they drove it back. And I'm always over the moon with what those guys do, even if it is as little as just changing the battery on the car. I had a feeling that it was going to be on its way out. I just tried to drive the car to give it a little bit of boost before I went away, and it just didn't start. The battery was dead. Onwards to a petrol station. Oh, guys, that is a close call, and I never mean to let cars run this dry on fuel, but this is the first time that the Lambo has ever read 0 kilometers on distance to empty. Check that out. Oh, when I left SB, it was saying that I had 60 kilometers left, and I was like, I'll be fine, I can get home, 60 kilometers is nothing. But it is literally just disappeared, which is not good, and I'm sat here with my engine running waiting for the pump to be free. But Barry did say that if I run out of fuel to not call him, which is incredibly helpful. I think he was joking. I hope he was joking. I think if I did actually run out of fuel, then he would help me out. But 0 kilometers, not good. I'm gonna fill this puppy right to the top so that it has a lot to drink from. But yeah, sorry Lamborghini. That man has the right idea. He's filling up loads of jerry cans. Can I have one? Can I put one in my boot? We have a bit of a curveball. It's been 3 days since I collected the car from SB Race Engineering, and I had 2 phone calls with the right people that needed to get the necessary information, and I'd started to put together a bit of a timeline. I really want to get it done as soon as possible, but I also want to get the job done properly. So I'm going to try and set a deadline for end of March. However, this morning I was filming a separate video, which you'll probably see in a few days, to do with a car that's just arrived. It's very exciting. And basically, they've had 2 relatively big jobs booked in that take them past mid-March. And they always had some spray booths being installed in the spring of this year. But now they might have to postpone my Lamborghini paint because it's not been booked in, it hasn't been agreed, nothing's been confirmed. This is all sort of initial conversations to get the project underway. So now they're saying that for the filming purposes, obviously they want their place to be looking as perfect as possible, and they also want it to be as operational as possible as well. So now that they've had these 2 jobs in, they haven't got any spray booths free until mid-March, where they would like to put aside 4 weeks for the full respray, because it's a big job. They'd have to strip all of the paint off the car and then go back to the primer and respray. So this now means the curveball is essentially that the next slot that my car can fit in with these guys, and these are my number one option, they are the Lamborghini approved guys, which is why I'm still even considering this as an option, is 6 months. So in 6 months time my car would go in for a respray. Now there are 2 options that I think when I heard this information. Firstly is wait the 6 months, get the respray done by these guys that Lamborghini approve their paintwork, which from a value point of view hopefully shows that I care a lot about the car, but also hopefully in the future the value will be in it, that not only is it back to its original spec, but it is also Lamborghini approved. So if I waited 6 months, do I temporarily fix and smooth over the lacquer that is missing, which I think is quite easy to do, and temporarily fix it, and for 6 months go wacky on a colour, and I could wrap it, I could re-wrap it, and you might say, oh, but you're just going to have the same issue with the lacquer. It genuinely doesn't matter anymore because I'm getting the whole car resprayed anyway, so I don't care if I wrap it again and the whole lacquer comes off. It's probably easier for the body shop to strip the paint down without any lacquer on it. So that is an option where I could potentially temporarily smooth all of the bodywork on my car and then wrap it, something cool. Maybe like a True Blood on a Murcielago would look pretty awesome, and have that for the summer and do road trips and enjoy the car during the good weather. Or do I go for a plan B, go to another body shop, which still specialise in Lamborghinis? Don't get me wrong, this isn't the only place that respray Lamborghinis. There are a few places that SB know, there are a few places that have come forward that have offered to help me out. Do I go with a different route, not use the original body shop as planned, and just get it resprayed? So they're the 2 options that I have now, and they will both effectively work. I'm just trying to work out what the best solution is. If I wait 6 months, get it resprayed, then in the 6 months I can restore the rest of the car with new parts, door hinges, hydraulics type things, and interior stuff. And then when it goes for the respray in 6 months time, then the whole car will be almost at the end of the production line and end of the restoration, and the paint is the last thing. Or I could respray it now, have a pretty decent job of a colour, and it would still be the Lamborghini paint. I'm still leaning towards waiting 6 months so that I can have it done and potentially wrap it and have a different colour on it for now. So yeah, not the update that I was expecting, and not the way that I was intentionally or even thinking this video would end, but that is the curveball. What would you do? Wait 6 months or go and get it resprayed now? I'd like to reiterate that if I was to get it done now by another body shop, I can almost guarantee that it would be exactly the same quality of work as if I waited 6 months. So I will leave that, guys, with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and tuning in and staying up until this point in the video. But that is what has happened this week. Coming back from America, picked up the Lamborghini over the last 3 days. I've just been minding my own business, filming interesting videos that you will have to wait and see. One of them being I went and visited an old friend of mine. But now we are at the end of the week and I got this bombshell. So yeah, the joys of owning an old Lamborghini. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and tick that notification bell, because things are going to get tasty with this Lamborghini, and I want to document everything. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.